There, Leo, Leo rising, and of course all of you Leo moon people out there, this is your weekly astrological and card horoscope for the week starting January 13th, 2020. And just a quick reminder for everybody out there, should you ever wish to get a session with me, you do need to go on ahead to my website, it's integrativemysticism.com, or of course you may also just simply follow the links below. So what's going on when it comes to your astrology over the course of this coming week? Well, on Wednesday, we've actually got Venus, planet of love, harmony, affection, as well as favor and popularity in Pisces, your 8th house of shared resources, passive income, as well as intimacy, in a gorgeous sextile to Uranus, which is actually newly direct in your 10th house of career. And a new incentive to go in a new direction is showing up when it comes to not only how you make your money, but quite possibly how you actually propagate your name, how you proliferate your business, how you handle customers, as well as how you actually get yourself out there to be seen. Venus sextile to Uranus is indicating some kind of help. I'm getting a feeling of somebody actually going and giving you the hookup in some way that is actually going to give you some kind of major career breakthrough. Maybe you've been feeling like you've been obscured. It's been hard for you to get your foot in the door. Or maybe there's some kind of ceiling blocking you from the next level. Well, with Uranus involved, this takes you a little bit out of your way. This does kind of go against what we might call protocol, or what we might call a standard procedure when it comes to your field, when it comes to your business, or again, whatever's going on with your money. But Venus is indicating somebody with a backstage pass or a backdoor key that is actually going to be helping you to, again, ascend when it comes to your work, your position, and your professional station. So just be prepared to be open to this talk. It might seem a little bit weird because, again, it is certainly not conventional, but it is something that will have a payoff. When it comes to Friday, we've actually got Mercury, planet of communications, haste and speed, in your 7th house of partnerships. That's Aquarius, the area of your closest one-on-one relationships, your boyfriend, girlfriend, your BFF, your husband, wife, your roommate, all the people you spend your closest one-on-one time with, forming a gorgeous connection to Chiron, the wounded healer, in your 9th house of higher education, government, legal proceedings, travel, as well as culture, and your spiritual life and your philosophy. And with Mercury sextile to Chiron, it does look like there's actually going to be some kind of shift where you find either a person, a new BFF, or maybe even a new romantic partner, or at least an opportunity for that, or just a new close one-on-one connection, close one-on-one ally, that actually speaks to the world philosophy that you actually have, something that you unfortunately maybe mute or keep down, or not necessarily smother, but let's say cover, kind of keep in a closet for whatever reason, right? Not everyone's as lucky as me, at least not at the time of recording this video, to be able to just kind of like have their crazy be overly accepted by everyone on Earth. Right? We don't have that all the time. But, well, that'll change. It is changing. It's in this now moment, it is changing for that, and it'll be there very soon. But with the Mercury sextile to Chiron, we actually do find some kind of kindred spirit in this sense. Because Mercury is involved, it does not necessarily promise that it will always be a romantic connection, though this could be coming out of an existing partner or somebody new, sure. But Mercury does also apply to the platonic. But I want you to lean into this. Imagine seeing and meeting somebody from the same world as you. So, moving on from there, before we get to the cards, we actually have, I do want to make my announcements now in the middle, because regrettably some people have been skipping, and then asking for information that they skipped. I don't like doing that. So, first off, if you're ever having a hard time finding a video that you want to see but you can't see it anywhere, please go to my main channel page, click on my avatar, my screen name beneath this video, and just go to the main channel page and, scroll down. Or look at the video that I'm going to be linking in the down bar below. I made a tech support video to help people find missing videos. And also, don't forget, this last week I put up discussions about the eclipse, as well as the Saturn conjunct Pluto, as it relates to each individual sign. So if you're interested in looking up those as well, they are on the main channel page under a playlist of their very own. Now with all that out of the way, let's talk a little bit about what's going on with our cards. Well, Our cards are kind of interesting. When we look at the top row with the spiritual themes, influx and outflux as it relates to everything going on in your life. We've got the Seven of Wands reversed. We have the Page of Pentacles in reverse. And then we've also got the Two of Cups upright as our outflux, what's going away. So this is a week where I'm kind of seeing a lot of you Leo people realizing that there are certain maybe connections, certain ties, or certain inclusions that are not worth fighting to keep in our life. Now this again can go in all directions. This could be a situation where maybe you've been carrying a lot of people on your back professionally, socially. Sometimes it is better to go it alone, even if you're afraid of breaking up the band, so to speak. In fact, the Seven of Wands reversed is kind of saying, look, hey, Leo, this week we have to pay attention. Where have we been trying too hard? Where have we been fighting too hard? Maybe there is an easier way. We have to look within and kind of see, okay, is there maybe some kind of agenda, some kind of story that we really want to follow, a certain script that maybe is not the best it could be? In fact, the Seven of Wands reversed, we have to pay attention to where we might be even overcompensating for inclusions in our life. Now, if they're not people, they may just be activities. They may be commitments, agendas, other priorities that take up our schedule. Where are we overcompensating for these things or continuing to put them on, hoping that they will eventually pull off? Because with the Seven of Wands reverse is indicating maybe there's a better way to have these things. Maybe we do need to change the roster. Maybe we need to change when we do these things. Maybe we just need to find an easier way. Because the Seven of Wands reverse has you kind of doing almost all of the work while letting your buddies have a free ride. And that is something that needs a bit of a correction this week. Because the influx, okay, what's coming in, what energy's coming in, we have the Page of Pentacles in reverse. So this is going to be all about you Leo people suddenly realizing, okay, time to cut off where there is no payoff and where there is no equivalent exchange. The outflux of the Two of Cups upright, this may strain, yes, or even end some partnerships or some inclusions that you have. Maybe it is time to change how we handle a certain group, right? Especially in creative affairs, because with the Page of Pentacles reverse, the Seven of Wands reverse, in a lot of cases, we are talking about teams, okay? This doesn't always have to go into love, but it definitely does talk about teams. And you are in a space where you have to kind of go, no, if I'm going to, succeed and authentically succeed, I can't be inauthentically working to help lift up people or maybe even causes I no longer believe in, right? I'm the brightest star here. And that's not, and when you think that, don't think, you need to be humble, take yourself down a peg. Don't listen to people like that in this context, okay? Because those are usually just insecure people who you're making look bad. This is ultimately a situation you have to start cutting the wheat from the chaff, and for some reason this week just seems to be so strong with that. I'm not sure why that air of detachment came through, but it just did, and you need to be honoring that. There's something that you're going to be replacing and pinch hitting a lot of people this week, okay? For your material concerns, interestingly enough, with the Six of Cups reversed, there is going to be, again, a change to your normal way of doing things. The Six of Cups reversed, we are ending some kind of cycle, some kind of pattern, some kind of regular order of operations. And you're stepping into either a job, a line of work, or again, a source of revenue that is a completely different way of getting that revenue than you are used to doing. It's a completely different way of doing your work. It's a completely different sensibility. And that Six of Cups reversed is indicating, ultimately, it is going to pay off because we usually see the out with the old and in with the new. The new is not just a better model. It's a better model by about 5 or 6 renditions of itself. And with the Six of Cups reversed, this could also indicate a lot of freedom coming your way. I'm actually seeing a lot of detaching for you Leo people from even just material obligations, things that are draining you, things that are actually pulling attention, time, energy, resources from you, things that could even be a drain that you no longer wish to support or have your money going towards. We're calling it all back. On the external, funny enough, we have the Nine of Pentacles reversed. A lot of you need to be paying attention to who is riding your coattails right now, who is sort of riding your fame wave, who is ultimately not capable of standing up on their own, and where do we need to be changing our energy, changing our focus, changing who we exchange with. Because with the Nine of Pentacles reversed and the, that Two of Cups kind of going away as an outflux, I'm kind of feeling like a lot of you Leo people might be accidentally finding yourself in an echo chamber, but it's not an echo chamber. I mean, echo chambers are bad enough as it is, but this is almost like an echo chamber that's also comprised of copycats. And of course, this is not all your friends across the board, but it's about getting yourself to a place where you're actually feeling a lot more like everyone is bringing something new and special to the table. We have a diversified contribution of different kinds of energies, different kinds of, different authorities on different subjects, whatever's going on here. For some reason, you need this right now. And I feel like this has everything to do with that Venus sextile Uranus. We're kind of lifting you up, right? You're getting discovered in that sense and pulled up and out. We've got that Mercury sextile to Chiron, which is all about, again, meeting people that are really more like-minded and like-hearted, connecting on this level where we are tearing down social barriers and social walls, really not necessarily giving too much of a damn about how good we all are at keeping up appearances. And I think that we talk about copycats and echo chambers, isn't that what that's all about? Let's take a step back a little bit this week. When it comes to your relationships, when it comes to love and romance, we have the Five of Cups upright. And I am seeing a lot of you Leo people answering a call about a loss of your partners or a loss of your crushes. I'm not sure if this is something going on. I mean, I don't feel like this is your... I mean, this might be a shared loss in a sense, but it does look like it's primarily their loss. I'm not sure if this is something going on where some bad news is going on maybe with their family or maybe within their friendship circle. It doesn't hit you the same way as it hits this person. A new person coming into your life will also be kind of doing a bit of a starting over kind of moment, and some of you may be finding out that there are some stories about somebody trying to start a completely brand new life and find new people to come into it. However, it's important with the Five of Cups that we let our partner or this new person or whatever's going on also go through their process and go through these feelings. We do not want to rush them to the feel-goods, okay? Do not be a distraction from what they're processing. Support and care, but don't enable any kind of bypassing, because that means they're just going to have to deal with it later. So that's your horoscope. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Y'all know I appreciate it. And should you ever wish to get a session with me, just go on ahead to my website, integrativemysticism.com.